The historic conservation program is one that is jointly run with the University of Oxford, and that makes it really quite a unique program within our range of master's courses. The program has been going for about 30 years now, and it's very much aimed at people who want to learn about how buildings are conserved from a legal point of view, an economic point of view, and the practical point of view of actually the construction and the use of materials within the buildings. We have several lecturers and specialists come in to talk and to lecture in historic conservation, so it tends to be a relatively small group of, say, 15 to 25 people, and that makes it really quite kind of intense in many ways, in that you've got this group of people who are very enthusiastic about the program, but it's also a sufficient number in terms of you've always got different opinions coming to the forefront, so it's not going to be so small that you get too used to a view of an individual. There are enough people on that to make it interesting. The historic conservation program makes use of specialists, and there are a number of field trips to look at buildings and areas where historic conservation is taking place, and there's a degree of hands-on experience in how materials are used within the conservation of buildings. I think the great thing about the department is the way that everything is dynamic. It moves on. Nothing stays still. You know, we live in Oxford, we work in Oxford, the students are in Oxford, which is a lovely city, but it's also a very varied city in that it's quite modern in areas. We have science parks, we have areas where we can look at historic conservation in the city centre. We have kind of social issues in terms of some of the outlying housing estates such as Blackbird Leys. We have environmental issues. We have a floodplain that forms an integral part of the city. So it's a really great place to live, to work. Students from the Historic Conservation Masters Programme might well go on to work for local authorities as conservation officers. They may work for large organisations such as the National Trust, or for consultants. We also have students who follow it up by going on to do PhDs in a specialist area of historic conservation, so they may be investigating a particular group of buildings, they may be investigating how a particular piece of legislation has impacted upon the conservation of buildings and areas.